Wow, so this is the first video I'm recording in a little while, and I owe you guys a little bit of an explanation here. So as you may or may not have noticed, I haven't posted videos on YouTube for a couple of months now, maybe a couple of videos here and there. At most is what I did last month. And a lot of you have messaged me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, asking me, hey, is everything okay? What's up? Are you coming back to YouTube? Guys, I'm sorry for just kind of disappearing off the radar here. It wasn't something that I planned to do, just something that happened. You know, I needed a break. I've been making videos consistently for quite a while, and then everything has happened in the last few months. Been quite busy, so it just kind of happened. I didn't really plan for it. But anyways, that's the past. I'm good. Everything's doing well. My investing is still going strong, like I'll explain in this video. And I'm gonna try to make an effort now to come back to YouTube with a few videos per week. We'll gradually ramp back up. Maybe I just get back into it completely and make multiple videos every single week. We'll see. But here's the goal I'm setting out for myself starting in August, which is pretty much in a couple of days. I want to release videos regularly once again. So, unlike my inactiveness on YouTube, I have been very active in the stock market over the last 3 months or so. It's actually the most amount of engagement I've done in the stock market in years, like years. And that's because I've employed a couple of new things, which I'll discuss here in this video. What I've also done over the last few months is I've really doubled down on some of my conviction plays, really kind of focused in on what companies I strongly do believe in, and I've tried to put in as much money as I can into those stocks. Now, there's a couple of positions that, I still think I want to add more to, and I will be doing that over the coming weeks and months, and I'm sure we'll get opportunities in other positions like the market presents. But regardless, I just wanted to focus on my portfolio here, focus on my future essentially, and I think I was able to achieve that over the last few months. What I've also been active with, guys, is the spec part of my portfolio. No, I haven't been trading in and out of stocks per se, but I have actually added 3 new spec positions to my portfolio. Now, those of you that are in my Discord, my VIP group, you guys already know what positions these are. But for those of you that don't, in the coming weeks, I will be making videos on these stocks. Now, I'm not going to give you the names of these 3 stocks right now. I'd encourage you to guys kind of ponder on it, take some guesses down in the comments down below what you think they are. But essentially, here's my hint, okay? So the first stock is a stock that's a recent IPO, so not something that I regularly invest in. I don't know when last I invested in an IPO company, but this is a recent IPO. It's also a strong SaaS business, incredible valuation in my opinion, and I just had to buy some shares in this company. So that's the first one. The second one is kind of my take on the future of healthcare. Now, a lot of you guys are probably thinking of a particular company, and I'll tell you this, it's not that company. It's a different company in the healthcare space. It's one that I think is often overlooked. It's really, pushed down because all of the popular stocks kind of take over in this space. This one, some people know about it, some people understand it, but I don't think a lot of people have a proper, full understanding of this business, all the different ways that they try and take over the whole healthcare sector. And, after doing some research in this company, I was actually very impressed, and I started buying shares, and I probably will still buy more shares in the next week or two at these suppressed prices. I think this business is actually poised to do really well with the economy reopening, with people going back out, getting back to their regular lives. And you may think, hey, for a company that's kind of, the future of healthcare, telehealth growth may take a hit, and possibly, but there's other parts of this business that I think will do really well. In fact, I'm sure they'll blow numbers out of the water in the coming months and years. And that's why I've really started building my position here. Again, a spec position. And finally, the third stock that I've been buying as a spec position is a Chinese stock. Now, you guys know my stance when it comes to Chinese stocks. I made some videos on it in the past, and you guys have commented saying, you can't ignore these fundamentals, you can't ignore these valuations, and you know what, that was true, but there was one thing that was ignored at the time, and that was the risk of them being Chinese stocks. I think that, there needs to be a substantial discount to those stocks for me to ever really invest in them. And you guys know I bought NIO back in the day, cost basis like $5-6 per share. So at that point, there was a lot of risk baked into it, and I opened up a position. Now, in the last couple of weeks, I opened up another position in another Chinese stock where I believe the risks are baked in. That doesn't mean it can't go any lower, but it means that this price that it is today, I'm happy buying in, I'm happy averaging in my shares, and that's what I've been doing. But anyways, I'll be making a dedicated video on this as well as the other two stocks that I talked about in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. Now, apart from this, what I've also been doing a lot recently is I've been dabbling with options, guys, and not buying options because that, I believe, it's kind of a losing game. You know, I've bought options in the past. I have a decent understanding, or had a decent understanding of options at the time, and I have made money on long-term leap options. However, what I've found much more lucrative is selling options, selling both calls, puts, all the different types of option strategies, really doubling down on the Greeks, and that's really what I've been focusing a lot of my time on over the last 3 months. At this point, I would say that I'm pretty well off now when it comes to options. It's been doing extremely well for me. We're up around $7,500 or so in the last 3 months, and really a bulk of that profit has come in the last month itself. And I believe with everything that I've learned with this and kind of my strategy with this, it can be a sustainable long-term profit driver for me to generate some more income, throw back into my stocks, and build my long-term positions even larger. And you know, from what I've learned with that, I'd love to teach you guys with it. Again, I'm very active on my Discord. I've been posting option plays every single day, multiple times a day. So if you are interested in what options I'm trading, you know, I post them as soon as I look to open them, what I'm thinking, when I close them, all that kind of stuff. So check it out, link description down below. But either way, guys, if you want to see more videos on options, you know, how to trade them, how to really make money off of them, and kind of the smart way to approach them, let me know in the comments. I will make some videos on options. But anyways, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Feels good to be back. Kind of feels a little odd, but you know, I'm excited. I'm excited to come diving back in, you know, creating videos for you guys once again, looking at stocks, looking at businesses, talking about my favorite companies. And, you know, with my portfolio hitting new all-time highs on pretty much a weekly basis, I've been a lot less aggressive with my purchases. However, there are still some deals out there, and I will be talking about those stocks in the coming weeks. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you sticking around the last few months. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support. Drop a like on this video, subscribe for brand new here, because we are back. Anyways, don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.